Welcome to the Nifty Chicks and welcome to this week's episode of the Nifty News. In this episode, we talk fashion for you and your cyclops, celebrities move into the metaverse, how tickets to concerts will be a thing of the past, the bold move to gyp NFT creators of their royalties, and how NFT.London is upping their ticket game. Let's do this. Welcome to the Nifty Chicks, everyone. I am so excited to be bringing you the news today. Minty Cell is traveling the world. She happens to be in Colorado right now. She just celebrated her birthday. So on behalf of the Nifty Chicks and our audience, happy birthday, Minty Cell. We hope you have a fabulous birthday and year ahead. But we've got lots to bring you today, so let's go ahead and dive in. So first off, why you need to own this cult NFT to play the new blockchain fashion game everyone is talking about. Craig Redmond, the OG of the profile picture NFT popularized by Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks, he is launching a blockchain fashion game, Door Fit, to coincide with New York Fashion Week. So this is pretty exciting. We've been talking a lot about how the world of fashion and the world of Web3 are often joining forces, and so we're going to be seeing a lot of a greater shift of fashion into the NFT space, and this is one example. So it's going to be launching during Fashion Week, coming up here pretty soon. But the New York-based artist created the Cyclops egg-shaped protagonist in 2008. And essentially now you can go on OpenSea, buy these types of Cyclops. They look like this if you're seeing my screen. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And the exciting thing is that you're going to be able to swap out the fashion and the accessories that the Cyclops are going to be wearing. So we've been talking about, how avatars are going to be, you can pick outfits in avatars and how fashion is going to be a thing in the Web3 space. We really do believe that. And so this is one step in that direction. So you can pick up your Cyclops on OpenSea right now, but the actual launch of the Doors Fit is going to be New York Fashion Week. So if you're interested in getting a Cyclops and then changing up some of the outfits and some of the accessories like hats, you can do that pretty soon. One thing to note here that I really appreciate is that the Craig Redmond, he is interested in having an in real life kind of aspect. So not only is he focused on Web3, but he's also focused on incorporating kind of Web3 into the Web2 space, not just the other way around. And so I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like, and it doesn't clarify what that's going to look like, but I'm willing to bet if your Cyclops can wear a crown, then maybe you can wear a crown in real life too. So excited to see what that looks like over time. All right, next we have, what do Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, and SWAE, not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but I think it's SWAE, have in common? It's the metaverse. So we've been talking also a lot about how celebrities are really involved in the Web3 space. There's quite a few of those celebrities who are very involved in the Web3 space. And that recently there's become kind of a shift to force kind of celebrities to be transparent about any monetary compensation that they're receiving for promoting NFTs. So you see a lot of these celebrities like Justin Bieber and Snoop Dogg and Eminem promoting specific projects, while the shift of them needing to be more transparent about whether they're being paid to do that or whether they actually have a genuine interest in the project. I think that's going to be more common over time. So this is just another article in which we're capturing how celebrities are getting involved. So one obvious kind of combination of Web3 and Web2 space for artists is virtual concerts. We know that Snoop Dogg has quite a bit of space in Sandbox, and the concept is that he's going to be hosting concerts. But you see a lot of other celebrities getting in on the game as well. So you've got Snoop Dogg, you've got Paris Hilton, of course. You can, Ava, who's a tennis player, Ava Ivanovic, and football player Marco Verratti. They are getting in on the action, and it looks like they're going to be also Ariana Grande and Travis Scott going to be hosting concerts in the metaverse. So Minty Cell is a huge live music fan, so I'm excited to see kind of how excited she is and whether she takes her passion of real life experience going to concerts and brings it into Web3 space. It's going to be cool to see over time. Next is the Metaverse Karaoke. So um, Lady Gaga, as well as bands Green Day and Imagine Dragons, came up with another model for providing interactive content to their followers. And so if anybody has used kind of the Oculus programming and the headset, you know what Beat Saber is. And I think Beat Saber is also on iPhones, but it's basically a cool game where you can kind of take these lightsabers and dance, and it's pretty fun to do. Well, they're going to be incorporating a karaoke aspect of it. Also, Mindy Zell and I are huge fans of karaoke. And so you're going to be not only, dancing to the music and using the lightsaber game, but also incorporating karaoke, which is super cool. So ultimately, high level celebrities are in on the action. They are at the forefront of kind of the evolution between Web 2 kind of artists, music specifically, and the Web 3 space. So exciting to see. Next up, we have Ticketmaster partners with blockchain firm Dapper Labs to issue NFTs for live events. And this is also a space that makes total sense to me. There are counterfeit ticket issues in the real life. So if you want to go to a baseball game, you want to go to a concert, you want to go to the Super Bowl, there's no guarantee that the ticket you have is real. They make counterfeit tickets and they make them look so real that's really hard to tell what you're buying unless you buy it directly from the actual producer or the ticket box office. But if you buy it off secondhand, you're running a risk that it may be a counterfeit ticket. So to kind of combat that, NFTs, hello, it's the proof of work. It makes so much sense for tickets to be NFTs and NFTs to be tickets, in which that is your proof that it is a legitimate item and it's on the blockchain. There's no fungible way to make that a duplicate or copy. It doesn't work like that. So I see Ticketmaster has partnered with Dapper Labs Flow blockchain, which we've talked about in the past. So it seems like you're not only going to be able to buy the NFT to be your ticket into various events such as concerts or sporting events, but then just like you would if you had like the 1982 World Series ticket still on hold, you could sell that likely on eBay for something. You're going to be able to sell these NFTs even after the event because they will become the collectible item. So it's very similar if you've ever participated in an event, gone to a live event, you get usually these Ticketmasters, they're actual tickets. And after the event, depending on what happens, especially if there's something monumental that happens during that game or that concert, that then can bring that value of even after the concert. It's like there's no concert that's associated with it. It's not utility for the concert, but it's you can sell it for more because of a specific event. So it makes sense that the Ticketmaster is partnering with, someone in this space, and for them to choose Dapper Labs, I think is a hats off to them and what they're doing over there on Flow. It's going to be pretty exciting, and it looks like they're going to be, it's a previously partnered with Flow to mint 70,000 virtual commemorative tickets, NFTs for the Super Bowl. So makes total sense. I'm excited to see how that looks over time. All right, next, an NFT marketplace is letting buyers avoid royalty payments. Creators aren't pleased. Eeks, this is upsetting to me. One of the things that I like about the Web3 space is that if you're an artist, you then sell, like in real life, if you're an artist and you create a beautiful painting, you sell it to a friend for $100. If that person then sells it for $1,000, you don't see any money from that. That person then just made $900 on that painting. It's your painting, but you don't get to see actually any monetary benefit from that. So other than knowing that, it's traded hands and people think it's more valuable today than it was yesterday or whenever you sold it to that person for $100. So for here, one of the things I like about the Web3 space is the fact that every time the painting or the piece that the artist has created changes hands, it's set up that the artist itself, the creator of that NFT, gets a kickback. Usually it's between 3 and 10%. So if somebody were to sell I were to sell the NFT, I'm an artist, I sell an NFT for $100, and then someone goes to sell that for, $200, and my royalty is set for 10%. I'm going to make $20 off of that. So it's always a kickback back to the creator. And in my mind, it's the exact way royalties work. And it's an appreciation and a give back to the artist who made the piece that's trading hands. And what the marketplace X2Y2 has really understood is the fact that in the NFT space, there's a lot of off-chain transactions happening, in which, let's say I own an NFT, I can just work with a friend in real life. They can Venmo me, $100 for the NFT. I can then transfer the NFT to them. And now, because it's through Venmo, it's through either cash payment or anything, it's off chain, then there's no, I can basically do that without having to pay the royalties to the artist, and therefore the artist isn't getting a kickback. So that's happening. There's no doubt that that is happening, these kind of private deals off chain. And X2Y2 has decided, hey, that's happening in real life. Why don't we just make, that part of our blockchain and our marketplace? I'm sorry, marketplace. So if you on X2Y2 on the marketplace, you now have the option to include royalty payments. They're not mandatory. They're not already set in the contract. So you can opt out from paying royalty to the artist if you buy on the X2Y2, unlike OpenSea. OpenSea has a designated fee. So every time it trades hands, the royalty goes to the artist. In X2Y2, they have announced that they're shifting to make that royalty an option. I'm a little worried that a lot of people will move to X2Y2 for that reason and say, hey, I can save myself $10 or $20 by using X2Y2 versus OpenSea, where I'm going to have to pay that to the artist as a royalty. And then ultimately, we're creating a world where artists are treated the way that they are treated in real life, where they don't actually see benefits every time that they trade hands. So I am not happy with this. There's been quite a bit of backlash, especially from creators in the space, to X2Y2 for this movement and their shift. Beeple being one of them, who says, I think the creator royalty argument is actually a lot simpler than people make it out to be. There is zero way to force royalties technologically. So creators will have to build a collector base that want to honor these royalties. It's really that simple. So it goes on, and I encourage you to check out Beeple's Twitter to see the chain that he has. But ultimately, I don't know. I don't think it's a good shift for the Web3 space and for creators. I think it's discouraging creators from creating content in the Web3 space. Okay, and last but not least, NFT.London VIP NFT tickets will feature Xcopy artwork. So hopefully you're watching this video. If not, please go to our website and check out the YouTube link to the YouTube so that you can check out the artwork. It's super cool. So we have Xcopy, who is a digital artist, and his work is being featured on the VIP tickets for NFT.London. So if you are lucky enough to snag a NFT.London VIP access, you'll see that likely you have a chance of getting an Xcopy ticket, which is super cool. It's like these kind of skull, flashy kind of artwork on here. NFT.London is November 3rd through the 4th. It's basically NFT NYC, which we so thankfully got a chance to participate in, picked up and moved over to London. So it's pretty exciting. It's going to be the first ever NFT.London event. And the greatest news of all, and the most breaking news, is that Minty Cell, our very own Minty Cell from the Nifty Chicks, is going to be speaking at NFT.London. So if you happen to be in the London area, or you plan to be going to NFT.London November 3rd through the 4th, please stop and see Minty Cell on stage. She's going to be speaking, which is super, super exciting. I'm bummed that I won't be able to go, but I know she's going to crush it and make me look good. So super excited about her participation in NFT.London. So if you are there, please do check her out. So that is it for the news today. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please go to our social medias and follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We are working on our TikTok. But we love the support that all of you have given us thus far, and we want to keep bringing it home for you. So if you have any feedback on what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear, more of, let us know. We are open ears and we are excited to kind of evolve with the space. So please let us know, like us on those socials. We really appreciate the support. And as always, thank you so much for listening to the Nifty Chicks. Always remember, invest in yourself. You are worth it.
Please listen carefully to the following disclaimer. Neither the host nor the guests of the Nifty Chicks podcast are acting in the capacity of financial advisors. We wish to remain transparent and impartial to the NFT community at all times, and therefore, the content provided by the Nifty Chicks hosts and guests are intended for general information purposes only. Nothing written or discussed by the Nifty Chicks hosts and guests should be construed or relied upon as investment, financial, legal, regulatory, accounting, tax, or similar advice. Nothing should be interpreted as a solicitation to invest in any cryptocurrency or NFT, and nothing herein should be construed as a recommendation to engage in any investment strategy or transaction. Please be advised that it is in your own best interest to consult with investment, legal, tax, or similar professionals regarding any specific situation and any prospective transaction decisions. You must do your own research when considering investing in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. We are simply sharing our journey with you as we learn more about the world of NFTs. Happy minting.